What is up, guys? Back with another video. Same video, my Battleground review for part 2. My webcam keeps messing up. I have to get a new one, but I just don't feel like it. But I'm getting one eventually, and that's why I cut off. I'll resume my Battleground review. Basically what happens here, I mean, Cody Rhodes and Goldust, like I said, and Dusty Rhodes, if Cody and Goldust lose this match versus Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, they'll never get a WWE contract ever again, and they'll never be able to come back. That's basically what happens if they lose. This match was good, best match of Battleground, I think. It stole the show. Really good stuff here. Just a great wrestling match. Some cool moments at the end. Cody Rhodes hits the disaster kick towards the end. Roman Reigns takes out Roman Reigns. Then Dean Ambrose is trying to get involved. And then Dusty Rhodes elbows him and then hits him with his leather belt. That was a pretty cool moment outside the ring. Takes out Ambrose. Reigns is coming up from behind Dusty. Goldust takes Reigns out. So then it's just Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring. Cody Rhodes at one point hit the Alabama Slam for a near fall, but at this point, Cody Rhodes gets most of the offense in, counters Seth Rollins, hits Seth Rollins with Crossroads. At that point, I'm like, yes, pins him 1, 2, 3, and boom, Cody Rhodes gets his contract back. Goldust is hired now, and Dusty Rhodes keeps his. So thank the Lord, they are coming back and staying in WWE. I'm glad. And Goldust is coming back, so we'll see. Maybe this sets up Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns for the tag titles at Hell in a Cell. That's probably what I think is going to happen, and I hope it does. And I'm glad to see Goldie's back. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, so good moment, good match. Finally. None of the other matches were just god-awful. I mean, they were decent. Some of them were pretty bad, I have to say. But most of them, RVD Del Rio was a good one. But this, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, at the end, Cody Rhodes, Goldust, and Dusty give each other hugs. They're sort of crying. Then some of the locker room that's not participating in the pay-per-view come out and congratulate them on the win, on their WWE contract. So it's sort of a touching moment at the end. Pretty cool stuff there as well. I enjoyed it. And the overall star rating, I'll give that match 3.5 out of 5. Some good stuff there. Really good stuff. Then the next match we have is, trying to remember what it was, Kofi Kingston versus Bray Wyatt, and surprisingly, what was not as lopsided as I thought going in. They added this match on SmackDown. Basically, they didn't have much build. Bray Wyatt cut a promo, Kofi Kingston on Raw, and that set up them announcing it on SmackDown, saying there's a match at Battleground. Back and forth action. Kofi Kingston goes for SOS towards the end. Oh, at one point, Bray Wyatt was upside down on all fours, looking like this, really creepy, and it was kind of funny, but scary at the same time, and disturbing, in all three parts at the same time. But it was kind of funny. He was kind of doing like a crab walk, but he was like upside down. It was kind of funny. So I liked that moment. That's one moment that stood out. Towards the end, Kofi Kingston's going for SOS. Bray Wyatt counters it right into the Sister Abigail and pins Kofi for the 1, 2, 3. Then Bray Wyatt wins. No surprise. Then Eric Rowan attacks Kofi Kingston at the end, throws him towards Luke Harper. Luke Harper hits his vicious clothesline on Kofi, and that just leaves the Wyatt family standing over the top of the lifeless, knocked out Kofi Kingston. So, Bray Wyatt, Kofi Kingston, no complaints. We're like Axl Truth, nothing terrible, just a decent match. So the rating I'll give Bray Wyatt, Kofi, 2.5 out of 5 as well, just like the Curtis Axl Truth. So a decent match, whatever. They kind of threw it together, not much build. So that match was another 2.5 out of 5. Then we have our next match, one of our double main events, CM Punk versus Ryback. This match was disappointing. Basically, Ryback hit a bunch of clotheslines. CM Punk hit something. He hit a roundhouse kick, and Ryback was a little too tall, and he didn't really connect right. So it made that look a little awkward on the CM Punk roundhouse kick to Ryback. Then we had CM Punk get some offense in, some running knees. Then he hit his flying elbow. Then he's going for his go to sleep. Paul Heyman interrupts, picks up a microphone, and says Paul Heyman says he's the best in the world, not talking about himself. Distracts Punk. Ryback takes Punk out, hits him with the power bomb for a near fall. CM Punk, basically what happens is the refs arguing with Ryback. CM Punk's kind of laying down with his head through the ropes. Paul Heyman's about to get a kendo stick and hit Punk in the head. The ref sees him. He's like, whoa, whoa. Then the ref tells Heyman to put the kendo stick down with his back turned to Punk and Heyman. Punk kicks Ryback sort of in the private area, kind of a low blow, and Ryback like falls down, and Punk pins him for the 1-2-3. And Punk wins that way. Like a low blow is how he... It wasn't even a low blow. He literally kind of like half kicked him in his area. It doesn't make a bit of sense. Ryback, it just makes him look weak. This is just pure crap. I mean, I'm sorry, but they want us to pay $45 and then they put this ending together and expect us just to believe it. Then Ryback walks off a minute later not even holding his private parts, like he just miraculously... Anybody that's ever been hit in the area knows that it kind of stays with you for a couple minutes after. And this, he just plays it off like nothing happened. Makes no sense. Beyond me. Whatever. Enough of me being a smark and just bitching here on the YouTube video. Overall, I gotta say, match was not very good. I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5. I could give it a 2.25 out of 5. It was just sort of whatever. Very disappointing stuff here. I was not a fan of this match or the ending. Bogus. Whatever. Then we go to our main event. Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan for the vacant WWE Championship. And another disappointing match. And another disappointing ending. Sorry. I mean, my gosh. Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, the match is really slow. It got about 20, 25 minutes, probably 20. The match is really slow the first 15. Picked up in the last 5. Randy Orton hits a DDT. Daniel Bryan's going with his knees, his kicks. Yes, yes, just kick after kick. He hit about 4 running kicks in the corner. That was pretty cool. And he hit some of those roundhouse kicks up to Randy Orton's chest. Couple of those. Then Randy Orton's going for the DDT, mocks Daniel Bryan with the yes, yes, sets up the RKO. Daniel Bryan counters into the Lavelle lock or the yes lock. Randy Orton looks like he's about to tap. Big Show comes out, throws the ref out of the ring, knocks the ref out, then knocks Daniel Bryan out, then with a big old fist. Then Scott Armstrong runs to the ring. Brad Maddox orders him. He's the guy that butchered the count at Night of Champions with the fast count. He's pinning him. Then with 2 count, Big Show pulls Scott Armstrong out of the ring. Big blow to Scott Armstrong. Takes out Armstrong. Randy Orton's like this. Maddox is like this. I'm like, what the heck's going on? I thought for sure Big Show just turned heel, which I expected would probably happen. No, another swerve. Then Randy Orton's arguing like, you just made the biggest mistake of your life. Triple H is going to get you for this. You're going to get fired, blah, blah, blah. Just throwing it right at Randy Orton. Randy Orton knocks Big Show knocks Orton right out. Orton falls to the floor. Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, both refs out. Leaves Big Show in the ring like this. Yeah! And the match ends in a no contest. And that's how we end. The refs, Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, both knocked out. No new winner. A freaking no contest. Nobody wins. What the hell did I just watch? Is what I was thinking. And excuse me for my language in this video. I apologize. But get frustrating. A fan can only take so much. This was a very disappointing pay-per-view. The first 6 matches were whatever. I was like, oh, maybe I'll give it a 6 out of 10 in my review. Nope. After seeing those 2, I mean, I understand they're building the match. The feud's supposed to end at Hell in a Cell, so I think we're finally going to get a new champion at Hell in a Cell. with Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan, probably for a third time for the vacant WWE Championship, for what I'm imagining, and we'll finally get our new champion again. But my God, people, they make us pay, expect us to pay $45. Most people stream it, I realize that. But if you want us to pay $45, you got to make it a fair ending that's worth paying $45, not some BS that 2 matches that were headlining it ended up like crap and ended up terrible. By the way, my rating for Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, 2 stars and a quarter out of 5. I could even give it 2 and a quarter out of 5, 2.25 out of 5. My rating for that match, just crap. I'm sorry. No offense to the wrestlers. I know they probably didn't have much to do with it, but the booking was just not very good. Excuse me for being on a rant. Sort of a little frustrated. But my rating for Battleground, overall grade, I'm going to give it 4.75 out of 10. Not a very good. I'd say Night of Champions and Battleground, the 2 worst of the year. And, yeah, that's basically what I feel. Hope you enjoyed my video. Apologize if you watched both parts. Thank you. Apologize for the malfunction, technical difficulties. Hope you enjoyed my review. Check out my other videos. And subscribe. Thanks, guys.